Welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube channel. Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce. Welcome to tonight's 61st edition of Sega Mania. Sega Mania is a live streaming, internet-based, video game-centric program in which we are making our way, jaunting our way merrily through the pages of the not for long late great Sega Mania magazine, the returning Sega Mania magazine. Be making a comeback. I don't know in what form or when exactly, but the gears are turning. They will be coming back. A fantastic fan-run, fan-funded, fan-loved, fan-adored, yet highly professional Sega magazine that ran for just 7 short issues from 2021 through 2022, and then they closed up shop for a bit, and they're coming back soon. But what we do here on this program, we started at the first review, and the very first issue was a game called Strider. And we read the review, and then we play the game, and then I review the review, if you will. I compare my thoughts on the game in question to the thoughts of whoever was writing for Sega Mania magazine that day. And that's what we do here. We started with the first review in the first issue, and we're working our way all the way through the entire pantheon. Every review in review order, in magazine order. And here we are tonight, the 61st edition. We've made our way into issue number 3, and I welcome you. Thank you for being here. I'm looking over at the chat real quick here. In fact, I need to pull the chat up. Sorry. Give me just a second, because I've got to share a link to this stream out on X. On Twitter/X, whatever you want to call it. It's appearing as X now. There's no longer a bird. The birdie's gone bye-bye. Bye-bye birdie. So I should probably change the graphic there for my Twitter handle. See, I've got Elon Musk's face with the birdie. That's not accurate anymore. I need to update that. But, what's up? Martin Carrot Callawhacker has returned. Well, that's appropriate because we're returning right now for our first edition of Sega Mania. And, I don't know. It's been a few weeks. So thanks for being here, Carrot. Good to see ya. Who else is here? Jess is here. Carrot said that he is here to lead the people to salvation because he is the chosen one. I'm not going to dispute you on that. I'm not going to dispute that fact. Carrot, a long time and loyal friend of the channel here. Wrench wielder extraordinaire. Wields the wrench with the greatest of ease and very effectively. Has banished I don't know how many sex bots to the Shadow Realm with his wrench. So thank you. Do you want a wrench? You may be able to attain one someday. Maybe. With enough loyalty and fealty to me, Super Divorce, maybe you might find yourself wielding a wrench here on this channel someday. Tonight's game, in case you haven't figured it out yet, is Road Rash Part 2. The second Road Rash. But before we play the game, and before I read you the Sega Mania magazine review, you know, what I've got to do is I've got to share a few pineapple tidbits, is what I call them. Fun facts. Fun facts. I call them pineapple tidbits. Don't call them factoids. I've mentioned that before. A factoid is something that people think is true that's not. So when you hear people using fun fact and factoid interchangeably, don't do that. In fact, tell them, stop doing what you're doing. A factoid is it's like fake news. It's misinformation. And that's the last thing you want to do. You might be accosted by the Ministry of Truth these days. So, yeah. But you know what I have to do here? Before I tell you any pineapple tidbits, I have to direct your attention to the television set there on your screen. I've placed up there for you, conveniently, for your eyes to feast upon as I fill your ears with pineapple tidbits of the informational kind. You can watch actual pineapple tidbits and pineapples in various forms and functions being prepared in meals. You can watch pineapples on the screen while I'm telling you fun facts about Road Rash. So, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was a little late to the stream tonight. I was hustling to get everything put together, to get the shit updated, and I ran out of time to prepare pineapple tidbits before the stream started. So what I'm gonna do right now, I didn't want to leave pineapple tidbits out completely because I thought that would be disappointing. So what I've done instead is I've pulled up some information from a couple sites about Road Rash, and I'm just gonna scan real quick and see if I can tell you anything of interest, anything of note about this game. Because I don't want to send you home empty-handed. I don't want you to leave with no pineapple tidbits. Even if I've got to do it live on the fly, fuck it, we'll do it live, right? So obviously this game came out in 1992. The sequel to, you guessed it, not the sequel to Mario Kart, not the sequel to Sonic the Hedgehog, it's the sequel to Road Rash, which we've also played on this channel previously. I don't remember which episode that was, but it was a good one. I had a lot of fun with the original Road Rash. And I said when I was a kid, I never played it too much. So probably the Road Rash that I Road Rashed on the Road Rash stream is probably the most Road Rash I've ever Road Rashed in my whole life. If you'd like to see me Road Rash the Road Rash, go back and watch the Road Rash episode of Sega Mania. It was fun. Whoops. I didn't want to do that. Uh-oh. I accidentally did something. There. Okay. Anyhow. Road Rash. Follow-up. Road Rash 2. Follow-up to Road Rash. Developed by Electronic Arts. EA these days. They've traded in their good humor and their goodwill with gamers these days for ire and ill will. Not many people are a big fan of EA Sports or EA in general anymore. They seem to have gobbled up a lot of great game developers over the years and just planted them firmly in the shit basket. And that's too bad. They'll go out, they engage in this kind of predatory practice. They're like, we want you guys. You guys sold a hit game. We want you. We're gonna bring you into the fold. Then, you guys are gonna have lots more money to develop your games from now on. And what ends up happening is then eventually they just, they take the IP, they take the ideas, and they close the shit down. They get rid of everything that made the original game or games great. And then they end up releasing some bastardized version of it later down the road, and people end up hating it, and then the whole thing goes south. And you've seen that play out time and time again, and it's really too bad. Mr. Jorfus is here. What's up, Jorfus? Hope you have a Road Rash motorcycle-themed joke ready for us tonight. Let's see. The development of this game, it started before the end of the 1991 Christmas season. This game was released before the end of the 1992 Christmas season. Road Rash 2 was hailed as a success from the get-go. Critics loved it, fans loved it, and did a great job in sales. And an overnight success story. Fantastic work creating Road Rash 2 and the first one, because you wouldn't have part 2 without part 1, right? The development, as I said, was kind of holiday themed. They started right around the conclusion of the 1991 Christmas season, and then they set the deadline for the following Christmas. So, you know, people say Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Well, maybe you can kind of consider Road Rash 2 a Christmas video game now. With that bit of information, people can say, oh yeah, let's play a Christmas game. And then you put Road Rash 2 and they say, hold on a second. I thought you wanted to play a Christmas game. And you say, damn it, we are playing a Christmas game. Don't you know about the development cycle of this game? When this game was conceived, when they started working on it, there were Christmas ornaments and Christmas trees up and people wearing Santa Claus t-shirts and sweaters and eating Christmas cookies. This game was heavily inspired by Christmas. There's no way getting around it, given the time that was coming to be. Carrot said, what? This is the kind of dialogue you won't find on any other channel. These are the kind of tidbits you won't find on any other channel, by the way. That's what makes this channel special and worth paying attention to. So, this game was set to explore the United States outside of California. Because I suppose the original Road Rash was very California-centric. They wanted to go outside California with Part 2, and we'll see when we get into it how successful they were with that. For some reason, games do that. Why is that? Have you ever played Cruisin' USA on the Nintendo 64? Because they do the same thing. It's like you got all these stops down like the West Coast. It's like a million stops in like California and Arizona, and it's just like boom, 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 boom. Like if you're looking at stars on a map, they got all these races that you got to do down the left coast of the US, and then they give you like just a small spattering across the middle, and then it's like well, why they call it flyover country, right? Which I think is bullshit. As far as I'm concerned, I'll fly right over California and go on to Hawaii if I need to vacation out on the fucking left side. I'll fly right over that shit. How about that? How do you guys like that? When an Ohioan refers to your state as flyover country, I'll fly right over your ass, heading on over to Hawaii. How about that shit? Or over on the right? Huh? New England and fucking New York? Oh, how about, oh, check this out. I'll fly right over your asses and just head on over to Iceland. That's where I'd rather go. Truth be told, I've been to your states. I've been to New England. I kind of like it. But I'll fly right over you and go to Iceland instead, because I've been there too, and I like that a little bit better. So put that in your Boston cream donut and eat it. Anyway, I think that's enough pineapple tidbits for tonight. I could keep going, but we need to expedite this. We gotta get rolling, you know? I was a little late to the stream, I know, but we've got to make it happen. Garg Jargus has joined us. What's up, Garg? We got some returning customers tonight. Thank you guys for being here. Excuse me while I open this. People are sometimes interested in what I'm drinking on stream. This is Poppy, P-O-P-P-I, prebiotic soda. Not postbiotic and not probiotic. It's a prebiotic soda. For a healthy gut. Infused with apple cider vinegar and with an immunity sidekick. I don't know how this is going to be. Jess bought a few of these because they're healthy. And I'm trying to be healthy. This is watermelon flavor. It's not so bad. Not so bad at all. All right, Mr. Jorfus's joke of the night. Coming right up, right now. What's going on with the camera? It keeps shifting. It's doing this auto shift. Now I've got to drop my chair down further. What the hell? Hashtag healthy. Mr. Jorfus's joke of the night. A Super Divorce live stream staple thanks to Mr. Jorfus himself. The joke is... what is the Road's favorite song? Answer? Highway to Hell. Thank you for that, Mr. Jorfus. Need another... Sometimes when I sipple or slurp, you get like a few... it feels like bubbles that get launched down the throat and kind of cause a bit of a coughing reaction. Mr. Ghoulie Dude is here. Okay, now, let me pull out my magazine, my floppy copy of issue number 3. Listen to it flop. That's how you know it's a nice, sturdy, well-constituted, physical magazine. It's glossy. I said in the beginning, this is a professional magazine. This is more professional than many of the magazines you're going to find on your local newsstand. So many magazines that you find today are just absolute garbage horse shit. Makes you wonder how they stuck around and how some of the great magazines have gone under. But this one went under for a short time and they're coming back, and I couldn't be happier about it. Now, I'm going to open up to the review page, and then I'm going to go ahead and direct your attention once more. We can say goodbye to the pineapple tidbits for now. And on your television set, I have conveniently placed for you a graphic of the self-same review. What's going on there? You can't even see it. Look. See what AI does for me? Oh, it's gonna be great. It'll just, you don't even have to use a green screen. It'll take the background right out, and then you want to show pictures, and it doesn't even work. But anyway, here's the review that you can see right over there on your television set. Or, check this out. If that's not good enough for you, if you want your own copy of this magazine, you can get the digital version right now. The Sega Mania magazine online archive is back up and running. There's a link in the description below. All you got to do is go over to that website there, and you can download all 7 issues in PDF format, high quality PDF format, and then you can read through all the issues yourself. You could flip to page number 43 in the digital copy, open to the Road Rash 2 page, and read along right there if you so choose. Or just stay right here and check this one out. I like to give you the option. I like to let you know you can do both. I believe Ghoulie has started school back. Mr. Ghoulie has started school again. Very early. I never started school until like late August. Always after my birthday, which is the 16th. Usually a week or a week and a half after that. That sucks. I wouldn't like to be back at school on August 1st. That's a shit time right there. I don't agree with that. Okay, oh, he starts tomorrow. Garg went to work today. He loves his job. Well, that's good. At least you got that going for you. I can't remember what... or no, sorry. That was Garg talking, not Ghoulie. Ghoulie's not at work. Hold on, what? Now I'm confused. I don't know. I'm just gonna read this review. You guys can correct me later. The chat's gotten away from me. I can't keep up right now. All right. Before I read the review, we got one more thing to take care of, and that is drum roll time. I'm going to have to get a drum roll sound clip in here to make this more dramatic. But let's see who tonight's Sega Mania journalist is. Who wrote tonight's review? None other than Sam Forrester. People always get very excited when it's Simon Pike. When it's Simon Pike. Or Tim Hugall, whose name is actually Tim Hugel. But I just feel like when I say Hugall, it's got a better snap to it. And I hope he understands. I'll always let people know after I say Hugall that it's actually Hugel. But people have been pronouncing my name incorrectly my entire life. And I've just gotten used to it. I'm sure that he probably is used to it as well. Okay. Jorfa said, Nick, it's simple. Ghoulie equals school, Garg equals job. Well, I know, but I thought that Ghoulie said he was back at work or fucking school. Back at school. I thought Ghoulie said he was back at school already, not that he was starting tomorrow. I misunderstood. Garg is working. He is on the job, and he loves it. Okay. Garg is a lawyer. He's learning right now. Said he'll be getting paid here in 2 to 4 weeks. Well, that's pretty cool. Garg Dargis, attorney at law. And now I have to be Super Divorce reader of reviews. Okay. Here's what Sam Forrester had to say about Road Rash 2. Sam says, Road Rash 2 might actually be the best game I've played since we started the magazine. It's simple enough. You start at the back of a pack of 14 other racers and try and speed your way to the front before the level ends. As with most racing games of the era, the order of the racers is pretty much predetermined, and you won't catch the people in positions 1 and 2 before the level is nearly over. But this makes for an exhilarating race against the clock style game, which I found hopelessly addictive. I remember the first one being pretty addictive as well. I wanted to keep playing it. To add to the fun, and to work out some of the two-wheeled prejudices I've developed over the years, you can feed your opponents a knuckle sandwich if you get alongside them. With enough hits, you can disable their bike and send them flying off the side of the road. The further up the pack you get, the higher your chances of stealing a cudgel or a chain from one of the more advanced riders. These weapons give you a difficult choice, because you might prefer to batter your opponents rather than get to the finish line. The controls are smooth and responsive, and that's before you even make enough money through racing to upgrade your bike. The music is very jaunty, there are a variety of levels to keep things fresh, and there are also numerous challenges to avoid. Your opponents hit back, you have to avoid oncoming cars and animals, and it's even possible to be busted by the police if you crash while an officer is chasing you. Road Race 2 is easy to pick up and play. It's an incredibly simple game, but one that will soon have you hooked. So says Sam Forrester. Alright. Straightforward, to the point, no frills, no bullshit. I can appreciate that, Sam Forrester. Propane Guy has joined the chat. Says Sega! Indeed. That's what we're doing here tonight. It's Sega Mania time. And now it's time to actually play the damn game. So let's play Road Race 2 for at least 1/2 of 1 hour. That's how much time I allot to the games before I either keep playing if I want to, or stop if I've had enough and then give my take on it and compare my thoughts to the thoughts of one Sam Forrester representing Sega Mania Magazine. Okay, let me just pull the game up here. Road Race 2. Starting it up. And here we go. Electronic Arts. Right there on the screen for you. Okay. Road Race 2. Let's try. Player A, $1,000. Start race. Next race. Oh, we're starting in Alaska. Okay. Sounds good. Here we go. Starting it up here. So we've got B to accelerate. C does our punching. Whoop. Careful. Feels... Uh-oh. Whoop. Nope. I wasn't counting on that. I forgot. Okay. No problem. Get on your bike there. That's alright. Just warming up right now. No big deal. We're just warming up. Whoop. I wonder if... Okay, yeah, that was right. So A is the brake. We're going to need to use A to brake, C to punch, B to accelerate, and I'm going to want to stay on the right side of the road when I can. Oh! Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop! A little slippery. I feel like this may be... It runs a little smoother in my mind than the first one did, but at the same time, it feels a little more slippery than the first one did. The controls feel a little on the wet side. Slippery when wet. Need a wet floor sign up to remind us to be careful. Okay. Oh, fuck's. Oh, I got lucky right there. I'll admit that. Give him a little nudge. Oh, and then he comes right back, huh? Gives us the old nudge. Oh, he's got the chain. He's got that chain. Oh, that fucker. Look at that. Well, now look at me. Running down the road like an asshole. Trying to get back to my bike. Look at that. Gosh. That's a bunch of crap. Oh, again? Look! God bless. Barely back on my bike for 5 seconds. Getting thrown off again into someone's tent. Well, I don't believe this is going to be a successful round here. Now the police knock him out of the way. Okay. See some... Are those elk? Bears? That cop's coming after me. He's pissed. He doesn't like that I punched him right in his mush. Whoa! Look at that. Oh, go around. Back over. I think I've done an admirable job of... Oh, okay, I finished. What place was I? Let's see. Oh, my bike fell apart. That's not good. Kakana says, "Stay cool, brah. You got no beef with me. Got no beef with you." Thank you. I came in 9th place. I earned $100. Okay. Propane said he's recently been checking out Game Genie codes to corrupt some good old Genesis titles. Good fun. Anything in particular? Any games you've been corrupting? Ghoulie is going to be lurking for a bit. Got to go through his nightly routine and also shave. Ah, you're a fresh shave boy, are ya? I'm gonna lobby for a bearded Ghoulie. Why don't you try growing a nice beard or a mustache? Join me in a mustache era. Okay, let's go back. Next race is Hawaii. So I guess we don't have to get first place to move on. Just gotta finish. Oop. Oh, hey. Come on now. Soundtrack on this one, we got a bit more of an island vibe, appropriately. See if we pass any sexy hula chicks. Uh-oh! On the side of the road. What? Oh no! Oh no! I don't know. I don't know what's happening right now. It sounds bad. It's so bad they had to zoom out. We can't see what's happening right now. Ghoulie said it sounds like the cop is blasting the hell out of him with a semi-automatic rifle. Look, it's just the camera is continuing to zoom out. Now we can see the water. We get to see the mountains. That's good. Oh boy. Do you think it's gonna stop? Oh, I'm pretty good at keeping it together. But that was something else. I guess I can maybe turn off now and reset. Because I don't think this is going to end. I thought the busted would do it. I thought that would be... What happened? Is that... No, it'll keep going. I can pause it. Okay. Oh, wait. Oh. Now it's peaceful. They finally took me down. Oh. Is that it? Is it gonna resolve on its own? I'm very curious as to what's gonna happen here. Oh, the whole game is breaking down now. Look at that. Look, we're getting some major glitching. Mr. Gooley said, breaking news! Street racer absolutely disintegrated by police after hitting a car. Then being rammed by a car at 70 miles per hour. The police used a semi-automatic rifle and blasted a... Ah, boy. Classic. That's good. Well, that's what I mean. I mean, there's no more, the struggle is over. He's in a better place now. There's no more pain. Yeah. They say the man didn't check his sugar during the ride. I want to see this resolve on its own. I think that would be best, but unfortunately, I don't think it's going to. Okay. All right. Fine. We'll go ahead and we'll go back here while I restart. That's too bad. At least it's documented, right? It's well documented. Carrot says my grandma race is better than this. What are you talking about? I had one race and then I got, you know, obliterated by the local police. Can I do... I guess, yeah, we'll do Hawaii again. Acceleration blindness. Yeah, we could call it that. I think that's safe. Alright, let's try again. Alright. Back to Hawaii we go. Gotta watch out for those crazed Hawaii cops. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't realize cars would be going across, you know, possibly T-boning you at intersections. I don't remember that being in the first game. That might be a new addition. A chance to get T-boned. Interesting. I'll have to pay attention. More stuff to pay attention to, I think, in this one. Nope, stop it. I mean, I don't think I'm racing too badly. I could do a much... Yeah. I can imagine someone who's never played this or hasn't played it in like decades coming in and doing much worse than I'm doing. I would say cut me some slack, Carrot. That's what I would say. Whoa, careful. Careful now. Oh, okay. Gotta go around the, Oh! Oh! There we go. Alright. We're in 6th place. As we head towards the ocean. You can see the ocean out there. Yeah. Feeling the vibes here. There we go. Bouncing right off. Yep. Come on. Use that momentum to your advantage. 3rd place. No. Don't do that. He's coming at me with his chain. That's what happened last time. No, for fuck's sake. Damn it. Ugh. Now that's garbage. Look at that. Well, I know there's a reason this guy went into motorcycle racing and not foot racing, as you can see. As he goes back to his bike. Not what I would refer to as fleet-footed. Come on, let's pick it up. Try and gain some of that ground back. Gain it back a little bit. Some of the ground you lost. Nope. Carefully. Watch it. Watch it now. Oh, nope. We got some twisty turnies. Look at him. I can see the leader of the pack. I got a chance. I got a real chance. Oh, watch out. No. Up. Come on now. Woo! Well, Carrot, your Graham must be a pretty good racer. Huh? How about that? There we go. Number 1. Lawson says, do you think you can perform like this forever? I have quantifiable reservations. Oh, well, Mr. Fancy Pants. I have quantifiable, fucking... How about that? We'll just say that. Ended up pretty good that time. Yeah. All right. Let's go. Let's try next one. Next race. They really want me to do Alaska, don't they? I'll come back to that last if I have to. I would like to try Tennessee now. Let's try Tennessee. See how that goes. Oh, and you got kind of like a down home, kind of a little bit of like a bluesy Tennessee tune. You can imagine a blues band playing this at some little bar in Memphis, Tennessee. As you sit there having your Tennessee whiskey. Yeah. Oh, carefully. Carefully now. Okay. Oh, no. I thought I could bust right through that. I was testing it out. You can't do that. Watch out, you're being chased down by this car. At least he stopped for us. That was nice of him. Back in 11th place. All right, let's see what kind of ground we can make up here. Nice little bass line. Walking that bass up and down the neck. Doing just a nice job. Just a fine, nice job. Just playing the bass just nice. And, alright. Oh, look at him. He had... I believe that's what Sam Forrester referred to as a cudgel. Tried to hit us with a cudgel. You guys own a cudgel? If you do, let me know about your cudgel in the comments below. If you're not here live. If you are here live, tell me all about your cudgel. What kind of cudgel do you have? Where'd you get it? How much did you pay for it? And if you're watching this later, you can let me know about your cudgel in the comments below. What color is your cudgel? What kind of material is it made out of? Did you have to get a permit for it? Oh no! Get back on there. Come on, quick, quick, quick. Do you have to take cudgel classes? Do a background check before you buy a cudgel at the local cudgel show or at your cudgel dealers? I don't know. I've never purchased a cudgel before, so it's tough for me to say. Whoop! Oh, I got away with one that time, I think. Oh, all right. Oh, weaving and bobbing, bobbing and weaving. Woo! Twisty turny. Yep. He's trying to bump and grind with me. Oh, don't you do that. You keep your chains to yourself. Oh, I took it from him. Ha ha ha! That's what you get. I would have left him alone. Because I haven't even been worried about kicking people's asses so much. I just want to finish the race. But if I have to, I will. Third place. You know, it's not the greatest. But it'll do for now. That's okay. Ghoulie said his cudgel was red and inflamed and it was made of scar tissue. Doctor said it was bad and it cost him $147 and he needed a prescription for the pain meds post-op. Well. I wish you good luck with that. I hope it works out well for you. Time to try Arizona. Start the race. 8 minutes left of our guaranteed time with Road Race 2. 8 minutes left. As we just casually stroll through Arizona. 9th place. I wonder what the logic is here, by the way. What do you have to do? Imagine being this guy. You could win a race, you can get 3rd place, and it doesn't matter. The people who start the race always put you in the back. The people who organize it, they're coming around telling people where to line up. Oh yeah, and we'll have you in the back this time. What do you mean this time? You put me there every time. I know, but you'll be there this time too. It's kind of bullshit. I feel like your previous race should have some impact on where you start the next one. It only seems fair. They do that in Mario Kart. They don't make you start in the back every single time on every race just because you're the player character. Sometimes you want to throw the player a bone and reward them for their skill and their good work. There's a Kappa. Well, watch out. Watch out. Be very careful. Oh, we got the chain now. And Officer 41 is on our ass. Gotta make sure that I don't get caught here. No slip-ups with the kappas behind us. A nice relaxing tune here in Arizona. Soundtrack's been, I would say, pretty great. No real stinkers so far. Everything's been like appropriate and at least tolerable. I don't know if I'd say it's knocked my socks off or blown me away or anything, but it's been... Oh, no! Gosh, darn it. Get on your bike. What are you doing? You're running back and forth everywhere, but... What? Oh, boy. Can you move just... I can't back up, so... I mean, there. Yeah. That was silly. There needs to be a back-up mechanic. Some sort of control that you can do, you know, to back your bike up, to walk it backwards if you need to. Because that guy just wouldn't move. He wouldn't pull up, wouldn't pull forward at all. He's like, no, I'm going to stay right here. You can keep crashing into me. Well, see. Gosh. Propane has a morning star. Not sure about that. Explain more. I'm not familiar with this terminology. Time to go to Vermont. I guess this is the final track. In Vermont. Which is nice. When I said I would fly over New England earlier, you know, I wasn't trying to talk too much shit because I really do like New England. But there is an attitude. New Englanders do have an attitude. I would say it's more like people from the big cities, though. I wouldn't accuse just rural New Englanders of writing off Ohio as flyover country. That's like a city folk thing. You know what I mean? People say that. People who live in cities. Oh, that shit's not important. Flyover country. Boring. Never mind the fact that we got the farms, we got the produce going. We got manufacturing. Not only that, we got the same shit that everyone else has. It's not like Ohio is nothing but a big cornfield. Like, where do people get that idea from? I've heard people say that, like when they, you know, you see like the man on the street interviews and they'll ask, you know, they'll ask random passers-by in the city what they think certain states would be like to live in. And people have this idea that Ohio is just like a giant cornfield. It's like, yeah, we have them, but we have cities and we have lots of suburbs. You can find the country if you want to, but it's not like, it's not everywhere. You know what I mean? We have nice malls. We have everything all the hip states have. So you can take your flyover country commentary and shove it up your butt, as far as I'm concerned. If that's what you've been saying about my state. But I do like New England. It's very nice there, especially in the fall time. That's why I needed to set the record straight, because this map reminded me of that. It is one of my favorite places to visit. Out in oh, for fuck's sake. For real? Good gosh. If you can ever get out to Walden Pond in the fall time, that's something to do. And if you're looking for a nice big city, then I would suggest Boston. I love Boston. I think Boston beats the piss out of New York City. Been to both places multiple times. Boston's where it's at. Fenway Park, all the historical shit, Boston Harbor. Anyway. Yeah, well. Oh, the Morning Star was a ball with spikes. Yeah, well, I think you could, maybe you could create a Morning Star with a cudgel if you attach the chain and the spikes. Or is it just a ball? Is it like a stick with a chain and then the spike at the end? The ball of spikes at the end of the chain? Or is it just like a stick with a ball of spikes attached to the top of it? So there's no swinging chain on it. It's just stick, ball of spikes on top. How's Bellbrook during the fall? It's actually very nice. No bullshit. Ohio is very nice during the fall. I love it here. I really do. Fall time in Ohio is lovely. And if I were not going to be out in New England, in like the Boston area or on Cape Cod or something, there's nowhere I'd rather be than right here for the fall time. It's always beautiful. Typically, it's very sunny and cool and crisp. A lot of crisp fall days here, which is my favorite. Crisp. Perfect hoodie weather. You know what I mean? That's what we got going on here. Anyway, there you go. There's Road Rash 2. I believe we have completed our allotted time. So I'm going to put that back up there. And we're going to kick it on back out to the main menu with our classic Sega Mania theme song music, which is none other than the Sega Genesis or Sega Mega Drive Mini background music. Okay. Propane said, looking forward to your spooky Halloween content. I hope so. I hope so. I'm going to do it up. I'm going to do it up big time for Halloween this year. Ghoulie said the stereotype of Georgia is that it's nothing but racist. Same goes for... I think people say that about anywhere in the South. And we get lumped in with that too, in Ohio. People think Ohio is like a southern state. I think it's just like anywhere in the Midwest, people would just say, well, that's the South too. You're all racist because you're not metropolitan, well-to-do, top hat wearing, monocle wielding, fucking, what do you call them? Aristocrats. Jorfa said that a Morning Star is a stick with ball with spikes, and it is on the chain. Okay. I think that's got another name too, but I can't remember it. There's nothing worse than monocle-wielding hipsters, am I right? You know what I mean? You gotta watch out for those guys. If you see a guy who looks like he's about, I don't know, 21, 22 years old, and he's wearing a top hat, and he has a monocle, be very careful. Be careful. That guy's out to ruin your life. So, Jorfus said, final score for this game, 700 Mr. Jorfuses out of a possible 1,000 Mr. Jorfuses for Mr. Jorfus. The gameplay was good, good graphics and animation, good music, a little bit slippery, have health, and you can lift back your bike and continue. A fair assessment. I just want to go back through what Sam Forrester had to say here. Where are we at here? Where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. Let's just look back at Sam Forrester's review. Let's review the review. Now, he thinks that Road Rash 2 might actually be the best game he's played since they started the magazine. I can't go back through and tell you all of Sam Forrester's reviews right now, but what I can do is flip and check out some of the other games that Sam Forrester's reviewed in this magazine. Let's see what we think about that statement in light of the other games that Sam Forrester's reviewed here. So Sam Forrester also reviewed in issue number 3 Streets of Rage on the Game Gear and Master System. Not the Mega Drive version, just on the Game Gear and Master System. And I would say, okay, Road Rash 2 is better than both of those versions of Streets of Rage. I would not say it's better than just Streets of Rage on Mega Drive or Genesis. But, again, he reviewed the Game Gear and Master System version. What else? Galaxy Force 2. He did Galaxy Force 2. And that one looked cool, but it didn't play very well. Yeah, it looked nice, but didn't. The handling was off. So okay, I'll agree with him there too. Okay, what else? Then he next reviewed Atomic Runner. Atomic Runner. Where's that one? Where was Atomic Runner? I gotta look at a screenshot so I can tell you what I thought of it. Okay, so it'd be after Galaxy Force 2, obviously. After Terminator. Oh, it's just got a little sidebar. That's why I couldn't find it. It's got a little sidebar strip review on the Terminator's big double-page spread. Atomic Runner. I feel like that game was kind of cool. I think that was a cool game, but I don't remember the score that I gave it. And I think there was another game kind of like it that we played that I thought was shit. And I play so many games, I have a tough time keeping them straight. What else? Kid Chameleon. Now that was a fun one. That's interesting. Sam Forrester, he puts Road Rash 2 over Kid Chameleon. How do you guys feel about that? Because that was a really neat game. That had a lot going for it. That was a great platformer. Very inventive. Changing into the different costumes with the different power-ups and all that. And that was the last one he did before Road Rash 2. Jorfer said, what are you searching for? Well, I was going through because this review starts off for Road Rash 2 with Sam Forrester saying that he thinks it's actually the best game he's played since they started this magazine. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to go back and check out the other games that Sam Forrester had reviewed just in this issue and see if that's true. I don't think I can put this game, Road Rash 2, over Kid Chameleon. If I were going to sit down and play one of them, I would have to choose Kid Chameleon. So I wouldn't say it's the best. One of the best. That would be fair. Because it is one of the better games, especially one of the better racers. But not the best one out of those. So anyhow, okay, just explains you start at the back of the 14 racers, trying to get to position number 1. Hopelessly addictive. I feel like the first one had a bit more of an addictive quality to it. For whatever reason, when I'm thinking back, it felt a little easier to put this one down. Maybe that has something to do with the mood I was in. Maybe it's because of that silly glitch that we saw. I don't know. But it's not like I hated it. It was a very good racer, especially for the era, but if I had to sit down and play part 1 or part 2, I'd probably pick the first one. That's just how I feel. But what I did not do was I didn't really upgrade the bike. I didn't worry about stuff like that. Figured I didn't really have the time. Just wanted to see what the gameplay was like, mostly. He calls the controls smooth and responsive. And that's before you make enough money through racing to upgrade your bike. So maybe when you upgrade, the controls kind of balance out a little bit. Maybe they become less slippery. I wasn't factoring that into the equation, so that's possible. He calls the music very jaunty. Also citing a variety of levels to keep things fresh. Numerous challenges to avoid, you know, on the streets you're racing, of course. You get potholes, you got animals walking, you got cars on intersections trying to T-bone you, you got police. Of course, your opponents whipping you with chains and cudgels. Finally, Sam calls it very easy to pick up and play. Incredibly simple, but one that will soon have you hooked. Okay, I mean, I don't really take issue with anything he said there. I think that that's a fair assessment, a fair review. I just might disagree with how much praise he heaps upon it, calling it the greatest game he's played since he started reviewing games for Sega Mania magazine. That seems a little far-fetched to me, but he does say it's his opinion, so I can't, you know. It's not like he said, this is objectively the best game on the Sega Mega Drive. He didn't say that. So I'll allow him that. He's entitled to his own opinion, that's fine. Mr. Ghoulie said, 876 Ghoulie dudes, Mr. Ghoulie dudes, out of a possible 1,000 Mr. Ghoulie dudes. Not as good as its precursor, but pretty good. Very similar to the OG, however, it seemed a little slippery and lack of reverse is unexpected. 876 Mr. Ghoulie dudes out of a possible 1,000 Mr. Ghoulie dudes. And I will give this one... I'm feeling 750. 750 Super Divorces out of a possible 1,000 Super Divorces for Road Rash 2. What could have made this game better? A few more maps, or maybe some different ones. I like the Vermont map a lot. That was neat. And I think they could have done more with the Alaska map. You know? I think they could have had you go a bit further into sort of the Great White Wilderness. Have you pass by and through some glaciers or something, you know? Through the mountains, instead of just seeing them in the distance. It seemed very green. And I'm not saying that Alaska is covered with snow all the time, but I'm saying they could have taken you further into the snow-covered areas. I think that would have been fun. All right. So, Mr. Ghoulie Dude's gonna scoot early. Yep, no problem. We're heading out here soon, too, so thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you on Thursday at 10:30. I'll try to start closer to 10:30, not 10:50 like I did tonight. And I think that's about it for this one. Yeah. Sega Mania, episode number 61. Okay. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out. We are going to take a break from Sega Mania. On Thursday night, we're going to be streaming a new game. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. Maybe I'll run a poll and you guys can vote on it in the community center of the Super Divorce YouTube channel. The community tab where you can make posts and shit. Maybe I'll throw a little poll up there and see out of a list of games what you guys would like to see. Or if you have requests, you know, you can leave those down in the comments here. That works too. If you haven't done so and you're hanging out, please sub to the channel. Bong the gong for notifications. Hit that notification bell so maybe you find out when we go live, but don't worry about that too much because Tuesdays and Thursdays, those are appointed nights for streaming around here. I target 10:30, that's when I like to get started, but sometimes I might be running a little bit behind. Just check the channel around 10:30ish, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and we'll be here doing something. What else? Comment below if you got anything, questions, concerns, suggestions, requests. The comment section is your oyster, so crack it open, slam it down your throat, and wash it down with a nice frosty tall mug of cocktail sauce. Like this video, please. Follow me on Twitter at SuperDivorce, on Instagram at SuperDivorceBand, and I play music from time to time. Check out Super Divorce Tunes, streaming on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, wherever you stream your horse shit, you can find Super Divorce. Just type in Super Divorce, click on the song of your choosing, and try it. And if you don't like that one, then try a different one. And do that again and again, over and over again, until you find one you do like, because I believe there's something there for everyone to enjoy in the Super Divorce catalog. And then what you'll find is that when you enjoy one, it's more likely you're going to start enjoying the others too. And then you've got a bunch of new songs you can add to your favorite playlists that you put on when you're cleaning the house or taking a drive down the road or even taking a nice steaming shit. If you have a I'm taking a shit playlist you put on, you can add my songs to that. I don't care, whatever. As long as you're listening, I appreciate it. That's about it for right now. Oh, and thank you to the people watching this stream. Whether you're here in the chat, chatting it up, being a chatty Cathy, chatting away, making things fun and interesting and lively, or if you're a lurking lurker, hanging out by the tree line, just peering through the brush, watching everyone congregate in the town square here. If that's what you're doing, that's okay. You're allowed to do that. You're okay. Why do I say that? I'll bring this up from time to time. There are some streamers out there, I think this is more of a Twitch thing, but some streamers will actually kick people out of their streams for lurking and not engaging in the chat. And to me, you've got to be such an asshole. You got to be such an entitled prick and a piece of shit to do that to people. To me, if you want to join the chat, that's awesome. If you'd rather just watch, that's fine too. Totally fine. Just know you're always welcome to join the chat. Anytime. Don't be afraid to join the chat, but also don't feel like you have to. Propane said it's happened to him for sure. You've been kicked out of streams for not interacting. That's just crazy to me. It's fucking nuts. people are sitting there, they could be watching anything and they're watching you, and you're gonna kick them out. You're going to prohibit them from viewing you because they're not viewing you the way you want them to, by also engaging in your chat. You know, I would say kindly fuck yourself if that's the attitude you take as a streamer. I don't think people like that will be very successful long term. People get sick of that type of shit. Anyway, enough about them. You're all welcome to watch how you want, interact how you want, or not interact at all. Whatever. And that's about it for right now. I mean that this time. Okay? Until next time, everyone. Until next time, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.